Okay, so this project. Uh, hey everyone, welcome back to this session again. This is Azure DevOps organization, and so today is the fourth series in Azure DevOps organization. So we started this project from scratch, right? So uh, remember we started the project from scratch. We went from Outlook.com, created an email from scratch so that you can be able to create an Azure DevOps organization using your Outlook email, because Azure DevOps do allow only Outlook.com domain name to be able to create your premium account and a free tier premium account to be able to use this Azure DevOps. So we were able to we have been able to create an organization to show you how you can create an Azure DevOps organization in some other videos. If you've not watched the video series 1, 2, and 3, then you really want to go back and watch those videos, because in those videos series 1, 2, and 3, we went from scratch, created this organization, and we created a project called Agile Demo Project. So we explained this project from scratch, and including all these different functionalities or maybe features that you can see from right here. We were able to explain all the features, and we in the second video, that's series number 2, we showed you how you can we were able to explain all the different features that you can see at the organizational level. So we went to show overview projects, how you can create a project, and how you can add users. We showed you all of that. We talked about builds, talked about um, extensions, and just everything, the process, how to edit the process from basic to agile process, and so many other settings, authentication, and all of that. So today we have a brand new project that we started from scratch. We are going to go from this project from scratch. The project is an enterprise payment integration platform. So we have great team members here. This is an Ocean Bank. The organization is an Ocean Bank. And so we have great team members, and they will tell us a little bit more about the project. Yeah, Keith, can you tell us a little bit what the project is all about, please?
The project is about payments for our clients, or let's say our end users, where they can be able to make payments, secure payments, also able to split their payments, and also able to communicate with our support team for whatever issues they are having regarding their security or anything issues or billing, whatever they want us to do. So they communicate with us through this platform. So it's kind of like a friendly, user friendly. Is a secure and user friendly for any issues at all.
Thank you. Yeah, it's a payment platform, right? So our end users, clients, and even vendors that do work with our bank, they can do their payments, split their payment, do their payment instrumentally, and also be able to communicate relating to payment issues, billing issues, and also uh, user-friendly issues, general support from our support team. Great. So we have the project right here, and you can go from the project setting, and you have the description of the project right there. So this project, like we said, we're starting this project from scratch, and the process for this project is an agile process. So we're following a typical agile process for this project. So we will begin by creating the different epics. So we have uh, 3 epics for this project, and we can go ahead and create the different epics. We have 3 epics, and we are going to upload the 3 epics on this project. So to do that, we can go from the backlog. Like from here, I'm going to project. Once I'm in my project, like on this board, then I'll just go from the board. I can go from work items right here. Like each time I over this, this board, green board right here, I can see uh, work items, boards, and then the backlog. So I'm going to go from work items. I can go from backlog. I can also go from work items. So let's go from work items. So to do that, you come from like right here, you create new work item. And when you click from new work item, you see, since it's an agile project, you can see if the new work item is a bug, epic features, user story, or whatever. But today, right now, we say we want to begin with epics. So you click on epic, and they'll tell you to give just a moment. So they say field title cannot be empty. Sure. Yeah, sure. Because we have to give the title and we want to give the description. So I'm going to upload uh the I'm going to upload that uh that epic. Like I said, we have 3 epics. I'm going to pull the epics up. Okay. The first epic is processing payment processing and security. So that's the first epic right here. Payment processing and security. And I can add the description for that particular epic. So that is to it focuses on what? Improving the payment processes capabilities and enhancing the security within the API platform. So this is the description right here. So I'm going to do this to make it clear for everyone to be able to see the description of that epic. Okay, great. So this epic okay, focuses on improving the payment processes capabilities and enhancing the security measures within the API platform. Okay, so it involves implementing robust encryption. Encryption are just security issues, and then authentication mechanisms to ensure secure credit and debit card transactions. Okay. Additionally, it's going to include integration with trusted payment gateways and financial institutions to provide seamless and reliable payment processes services. So that's what the Epic is all about. That's what the Epic is all about, guys. So I'm going to go ahead and save it. Just click on save right here. And the Epic is being created. We will create the next work item. The next work item is still an Epic. Just click right there. You select an Epic. And this one is helping to institute the functionality for instrumental payments. So the title is going to be right there. I'm going to come in with the title. So instrumental payment features right here. And the description for that API, that is going to involve deployment and implementation. Okay, is going to be the deployment and implementation of instrumental payment. You can see that right there. The Epic involves the deployment and implementation of an instrumental payment feature within the API platform. Remember, we said we want to have an instrumental payment. I'm going to save that. And we will also have our third Epic. These are all epics, so we show us. Uh, then it's also it also has a communication support, okay, and issue resolution capabilities. So that one is going to be an epic that comes with what? Support and issue resolution. Because if you don't have that communication and support a resolution functionality, then our end users won't be able to communicate, won't be able to have that communication features in that project. Okay. Keith, do you have any question, please?
No.
All right. Thank you. So that is it. And I'm going to save that. So right now we have three epics. And under these epics, each of these epics has features. There are 5 features under this epic, and we are going to upload the features, and then after the features, we will come up with their user stories under this project. So this project is from scratch, like we said. So we have features. So the project has 5 features. I'm coming up with the features, guys. Let's see that. Okay, great. The first feature, we are going to have a secure e-payment feature. Secured e-payment. So you see, come from work items, you do same. Work item feature. Click on feature, and you have the title. You come to the title right here. That's a feature, secure e-payment, and the feature has a description. I'm going to include the description of the feature. Okay, so the description is to ensure, so this is to ensure a secure electronic payment, okay, for an end client by integrating with credit and debit card system. That's the first feature. And this feature, since it's a feature, the feature has a parent, and the parent is an epic. So you come from right here and add a parent. Okay, so come from right here and add a parent. So let's go to here. From here, you click on add a link. Once you click on add a link, they will give you two options, and the, the you have the option to choose the link type. Okay, so the link type, is it a branch? So it's a parent because it's an epic. So you go down, you have to choose a parent, right? Let's see, and so let's see, it's a branch. Sure, it can be a branch. In some other cases where you like like but once you click on that add a link, let's see. No, that's, sorry guys, I clicked on the development link. So you need to add a related work. The related work is going to be this link. Once you click here, you're going to have two options. It can be a new item or existing. So you click on existing, and you come right here. You are going to select parent, because epics are parents to features. And the parents, these are the three parents. The parent is payment processing and secure enhancement. So that's the parent, And once you click right there, the parent is right there, and you click OK, and you save. So this feature is linked to this epic. It's a child under this epic. So I'm going to save that. This is very important, guys, because as you work with your team members or your project, your vendors, you really want to organize the work. Features are tied to parents, which are epics, and user stories are tied to features because user story are children to features. Okay, so another feature is instrumental payment. So I'm going to go to add a work item, add a work item, and right here it says still a feature, and this is the name of the feature. Have instrumental payment option, and it has its own description. It has its own description. There are 5 features. So the first two features are tied to that payment description, that payment epic. And that's it. And we'll go ahead, add related work item, existing item. And once you select parent, you can have payment. That is still a payment under that payment processing. And that one is good. And the third feature is customer support communication feature. All right, so I'm going to go right there. I'll click on, oh, I haven't saved this. I haven't saved the feature right here. And we'll go from work item. I'm going to go to feature. I'm going to have the title right there, customer support communication. And we have the description right here. So it's always a good thing to add some description to every work item that you create. This is usually done by the product owner sometimes, or sometimes by some senior team members. Okay, facilitate the EPI. Okay, facilitate direct communication between end clients. Okay, so we need to have that communication support system feature integrated. So we need to add that to related work. It's an existing work. It's a parent, and that epic is customer support and issue resolution. We'll save that. That is good. And we are going to add the fourth feature. We said it's having 5 features, guys. And the next one is billing management. So we'll go from that. Oh, we haven't saved the other one, guys. We'll save that one. We'll come to create another feature. And this one is a billing management feature. And it has its own description. And we will add the description. All right, I'm going to go ahead, add a parent. And usually you are not being told sometimes that, okay, this feature is directly, it must attach to this epic. So when you look at from the name of the feature and a little bit of the description, when you come to the related work, you want to look at the topic that really relates to that feature, because you are not supposed to be told as a project manager, as a project coordinator, stakeholders, or scrum masters, product owners. You are not supposed to be told. You need to look at that, and you should be able to tell. So it's a billing management feature. So you have 3 epics here: customer support and issues resolution. You have instrumental payment, feature, and you have payment processing and security enhancement. So I guess that feature, billing management, can be under instrumental payment.
Oh, I
Okay,
thought
so what
it
do you
would
think?
go under payment processing and security enhancement, or cost or installment payment futures. Those
Okay,
two.
great. Let's go ahead and put it under payment processing. Let's put it under payment processing. Great. So you look at where it suits the most, and you get that added on it. And let's add the last feature. The last feature is a user-friendly interface. A user-friendly interface. Let's see that. Don't worry about all these technical word, guys, because this course is designed for absolute beginners. So don't worry about any technical word. It's easy, and these are not complicated things. So we are looking at the user friendly. For it to be user friendly, we may want customer support, right? Okay. Customer support, does it work?
Yes, yes, customer support. Mhm.
Thank you. So we will have customer support, and we need to add a description of that particular feature. And this is the description. Description has um, so this is to prioritize user friendliness, okay, offering an intuitive and user-friendly interface. So the platform is designed to be easy to navigate, ensuring a seamless user experience for both technical and non-technical users. Okay, so users needs to use it easily. So that's the user-friendly interface. Okay, all right. So we will go ahead and save this feature, and 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 once you have these features, the next thing that comes right below the features is going to be user stories. So right now we do understand that you can go from the backlog. Okay, you can go to the backlog right now. You can be able to see. So this is the project. So the backlog is the EPI development team. So you can always go to the development team backlog, and you can see the work items there right now. Right now, you see, you cannot see any work item there because you have it under stories. But at this time, you don't have any user story on it. That is why you cannot see any item here right now. But you can click from right here on stories, and you can select features. You can see features. Click on features. So you need to be able to see features. Just one moment. Let's see work items. Let's see. These are the work items, and this is for the EPI project. And let's see why we cannot see those features under the backlog. Okay, so we have these work items, and under the backlog, let's go to backlog. Okay, let's see. Okay, yeah, sure. Because we did not have the backlog, everything is set up, and then let's see. Okay, let's see the different teams. That's for the EPI dev team. Let's see the EPI team backlog, because let's see this other one, the EPI QA backlog, because sometimes the projects are organized in the separate backlog. Okay, great. Let's go to team backlog, and I will select this and come to features. So we should have the epics right here. Okay, so this is under the project backlog. This is under the project backlog, and then you have the epics. These are all new epics, 4 epics. I mean, it's five epics. Okay, under that, and you can now go to the the let's see under the development backlog. So it doesn't show up under the development backlog because we still have it under the project, because sometimes you need to now tag it, put a tag on it. For instance, if I go to I can go um to the work item, right? Let's go to any one of the work item. I'm going to go to like uh the team, under the project team, and I go to like a work item like this one. I can open this work item, and you see the area path is under EPI. If I want the project to show under development team, I'll come right here. I'll put EPI dev team, development team, because I want it to show in the development backlog. So once I set that up and I click on save, I can do the same for this one. I can do the same for this one. They can show under the EPI project. You can also show it under the EPI development team, or any of the project that any of it that maybe is supposed to be worked by the QA team, you put it under QA. If the one that is supposed to work by the development team, you set it under the development area. That's it. And so just one moment, I just want us to be able to see these 3 epics right there. And if you come under the product backlog right now, and you set it up under the development team right here, EPI development team, you will see the 3 epics. I mean, these 3 features right here. These are the features that are right there right now. But we want to have the user stories. So let's upload a couple of user stories. A couple of user stories for that same project. So let's have user stories. Since the different teams are still to break down the different epics, so we have right now we have just uh, 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 I think it's 6 user stories. Yeah, we have 6 user story under the first epic. That is the secure e-payment. The first feature. So we want to get just a moment, guys. I'm getting the user stories. Just a moment. I will. Just one moment, guys. Okay, let's go ahead. Okay. Just one moment. I want to get the user stories. Kids, do you have any question? Hello.
Yes, no question for me so far.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, let's see. Okay, great. Okay, the first user story that we have
I can't really see
on
your
the.
screen.
Can you see my screen right now?
Yes.
Great.
Yep.
So we are going to create a work item, right? Create a work item. So this work item is a user story. So for you to create that, you come under this drop down right here. You click on stories, and you can click on create work items, and you have the first user story right there. I just pasted the user story. You will see the user story, and it will tell you if you want to drop it at the top of the board or at the lower bottom, at the bottom of the backlog. So you drop right here. If you drop right here, you decide whether you want to drop it at the top or at the bottom. So we have it at the top. So I'm going to always, it's a good thing to always have it at the top. So I'm going to do that again. It's a good thing to have it at the top, or maybe sometime at the bottom. It depends. So whatever you guys decide. So I'm going to click on at the top. So this is the first user story. It has a description. I'm going to go ahead and add the second user story because before I'll later come in with all the descriptions. The second user story is right there. I'm just adding that. That's the second user story. Let's go ahead and add the third user story. Like I said, we have 6 user stories. Okay, that is the third user story. And we'll go ahead and add the fourth user story. Remember, the user stories, they always have their description and a little bit of a acceptance criteria. That's the fourth user story. And sometimes it's easier to have your work processed on a spreadsheet and just have it uploaded if you want to do it one after the other. But it's great as well if you want to do it one after the other. That is the fifth user story, and this is the sixth user story. These are all the user story, and all these user stories are attached to, they belong to the first epic, because at this time we are still developing the user story for the second epic. And so the first user story, it says, as an end client, I want a payment platform to undergo regular security audits and maintain compliance with industrial standards, ensuring that my financial data is handled in a secured and compliant manner. That's the first user story. That's one user story. And the next, another one says, let's see what the next one says. It says, as an end client, that's as an end user or as a customer, okay, I want the option to be able to add an extra layer of security to my payment transaction through two-factor authentication, ensuring that only I can authorize payments made through the API platform. Okay, that's it. The third user story says what? As an end user, it can be an end client or whoever, as a vendor or whoever. I want a payment process to incorporate industrial standard security, okay, to measures such as token uh, tokenization and encryption. These are all security issues, payment and security. So, and each of these user story has description. We'll go ahead and add the description for the first user story and the second, this one right here. So I'm going to go ahead and you click on the user story and you just add the description right there. That's a description for that user story. Okay. The user want to have a secure payment experience, okay, by using their credit card or debit card details on the API platform, okay, so that so they expect their personal and financial information to be protected during online transactions. Excellent. That's the first description. And the second description is, let me pull that up, guys. I'm pulling that up in just a second. The second description is right here. And I'm going to be able to show that up to us. Okay, so the description says that the user desire instant notification and confirmation for successful payments transaction made through the API platform. This provides them with a sense of security and serve as a proof of payment for their records. All right, good. So you see that this is the user story. It says, as an end client, I want to receive a real-time notification and confirmation of every successful payment. So it says, the user desire an instant notification and confirmation for successful payment, right? Transaction made through this platform. This so that it can serve as a sense of security, it serves for sense of security and proof of payment. That is it. Okay. Now, another thing on this user story. This user story is related to a feature. So we want to go ahead and attach a parent to the user story. So let's say it's an existing item, and this is talking about secure online payment. Let's see which of the features. So it's a parent, right? So the features are parents to the user story. Which features talks about payment here? Secure payment, right? Secure e-payment. Can you see that? Kids, can you see that? Can you guys see that? Secure e-payment. So that is going to be a parent to that user story. That is saved. And we will go ahead and save that for that first user story. And the good news is that all the two user stories has secure, they are all linked to the first feature, which is secure e-payment. Okay. All these user stories here that are linked to secure e-payments. So that is how you add work items, beginning with the features, beginning with the epic features and user story. So on the backlog, so we are on the backlog right now, and this is the dev team backlog right here, the dev team backlog. This is right here for the project, and this is the user story for the first feature. Okay, for the first feature, and obviously the first epic, right? So I'm just going to do that. Okay. So usually the star I just included here is if you are working on the project, some of the queries that you use, maybe the teams, I mean the yeah, so the backlog that you use and the query that you use, you always want to make sure that maybe that you frequently use, just type so that you won't be searching for it or each time you want to pull up something. Okay, when once you start it, it's going to be one of some of the first visible things that you see whenever you want to start working on the items. Okay. All right. So for this video, I guess we can end in order to not to make this video to be too long. We will end this series right here, and we should be having the next series in a few, just in a few. Let's see what we have. Let's see, we have how many minutes? Let's see. Good, 39 minutes. So it's great. So I would suggest that we end with this one at this time, and the next video is going to be talking about grooming these work items. having team members, having acceptance criteria on the work item, talking about the priority, talking about the security, talking about the estimation on those work items, and then talking about sprint planning for those work items. That will be the next video. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. So let's see what we have. I'm going to stop the session. Okay.